No.
Maybe it's just different for me because I actually have people that actually have it.
Oh.
Have happened. So
No, I just rode really, really, really hard today at Ray's. So and I can feel myself getting sick before tomorrow because I pushed myself too far. So I'm taking all the vitamin C and vitamin D and zinc, all that.
what do you mean? Like sick, like a cold sick?
Yeah, I feel a cold coming on before tomorrow. I can just feel it. And I was walking around in the rain today. So it's just, yeah,
What about a flu shot?
I don't do that.
You don't?
No. So, first things first, I'm going to give an update on the raffle, the frame raffle. It's
Oh, we're
been,
live?
yeah, we're live, dude.
Oh, look.
92 tickets so far have sold for the frame raffle. Incredible. I just want to remind people about it. If anyone didn't know, raffling off a Sunday Discovery frame in either 20.75 or 21. Winner gets to pick, and a set of Brock Rayford grips in toothpaste with it. U.S. and Hawaii and Alaska only, unfortunately. But that's what we're doing. And a lot of people have supported so far, and I really appreciate it. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned it. Ricky, you're funny. So you wanted to talk about something today. What's up,
Yeah.
Taco Slurpees, White Mike, Sean Stefferson, BMX Gamer 1990, Jeff Mead, Dre, Kaylee, and Chris Malm.
Well, it's a good day for all of us guys with gray hair. If you haven't noticed, go ahead and put it up on the screen and see who just got sponsored today on S&M a couple minutes ago.
I already made a video announcing it like a couple weeks ago.
Announcing who it was going to be?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. But here's an official something something on the S&M Instagram. Boom. Biz Jordan now riding for S&M bikes.
There's a lot of good positives from this, and I guess the best positive would be I'm going to take away the idea that I have industry and business knowledge and throw that out the garbage, and I'm going to look at it in a very positive, very good light.
Yep.
And the idea that someone that's been around for 20 something years is now getting picked up by a big company and is like being the new fresh guy, but he's going to be like 40 years old is really good for BMX. And the reason it's good for BMX is because there's so many good pros that are out there right now, or that used to be pros, that are still good and are still at top notch. But it's like the industry has a habit of being like, well, you're 28 years old now. We're going to bring in all these young guys.
Yeah.
And I feel like a team's really good when you have one old ass fucker on the team, because that old guy's been through everything and it really helps out. Now, 39 isn't that old.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm 38. And then you look at Matt Hoffman, who's I think 48.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Dennis McCoy, that's like 52. And those guys are still sponsored. So for me, I just think it's a good thing having Biz.
I think so. And you know how it could be even better, or what could be even better in the future? Is if one of the older dudes who never was actually a pro in the past got onto a company now, because there's dudes like this guy in England or the UK. His name's Alan Sibley. This guy can do like insane lip tricks. Then he'll go and blast 8 foot out of a 7 foot quarter.
Yeah. And you know, I was thinking that, and like, I was going through, and obviously, the people that chose, I guess it's so hard not to think about it as a business situation.
Even then, though, if you think about being in your position, okay, not your position as like a guy in a BMX company, but you being someone who's 38, wouldn't you be stoked to ride a part that's the signature part of another dude who's 40?
Yeah, but I also it gives confidence to the guys that are older to not give up.
That's
Like,
part of it too.
obviously I ride for Medieval, but the idea that Steve Woodward's on there and Steve Woodward's 39 and Steve Woodward's never really had a big chance. Like
Right,
Haro did a little bit, Premium or whatever did a little bit, but not much.
right.
And the idea of you saying that somebody that's older that didn't really get a chance but gets it now, it's just good. It opens the door. I hope obviously it's easier to put Biz Jordan on than it is your buddy Allen because everyone knows who
That's the
Biz is.
first step, though, too. I talked about this like more than a year, maybe even 2 years ago in a live stream, saying how like this is like what needs to happen because of how many older dudes are getting back into BMX and into it in the first place right now. Why would you not do something as a company to try and like get some of that attention?
Right. And it's really hard because BMX is so small. And the hardest part with BMX is BMX has such a small pie and
Right.
there really isn't much. So it's hard to make decisions where you're like, I can understand where you want a guy that's 19 because you're going to get more out of the 19-year-old than you are the 39-year-old. But
Maybe.
you look at the state of BMX right now, and almost the 38, 39-year-olds are riding fucking harder than these dudes that are perfect. Like, I think the problem, and this is my opinion, is BMX is too fucking perfect. Like, if I see somebody struggling, messing up on tricks, and trying something and failing to finally make it, that's more appealing for me to watch than somebody that's just like, okay, Smith to Feeble to Bar to Manual to Bar to Smith
Well,
to 80. Like,
Ricky,
it's getting old.
the thing about that is he didn't do that first try. He struggled for that, and somebody filmed him for 2 hours with their iPhone, and there was that struggle. You just didn't see it because that's all that you see is that dude who's homie with the iPhone filmed him for
Yes,
2 hours.
I understand that. But what I'm saying to you, though, is there's too much perfection.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You see a million different younger kids posting the craziest thing ever with garbage can emojis because that's the cool thing to do.
Right. And I'm there's like a echoing with me. I can hear it.
There, that should make it better.
The other thing though too is when you're older, you can't really risk to get hurt. That's one. But number two, you're so dialed, you know what you can do and what you can't do.
Yeah.
So it's like risk reward is way different than what a young kid's gonna do. And I've noticed like right now the trend is to just go as fast as you fucking can, 180 and half cab the biggest staircase. Every day I'm seeing somebody going bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm curious, someone's going to go in half cab El Toro here soon. I'm just
If you
saying
can
it
get
'cause
the gate open,
gate's fucking easy. Cut the gate. Whoop de doo.
it's like a big gnarly metal gate.
Someone will drive their truck through it, something. There's a pull there. But what I'm saying though is I'm just seeing a lot of half cabs
Huh.
downstairs right now. I just
Interesting.
saw another one from Antoine. And then I saw one from either way, I've just been looking around a lot. But
Yeah.
the idea of just seeing somebody with gray hair get picked up, get a full sponsorship, and it doesn't matter that he's been on tons of teams before. It's just the idea of doing that. And it's really good for BMX.
Yeah.
It's a huge motivator.
I hope so. I want to say what's up to Falcon Rider, Jason Taylor, Love Machine BMX 54, Buzz, Pulling BMX, everybody who's in here, White Mike, Cerebral Palsy BMX Rider. What's up, man?
Hell yeah, that guy's dope. White Mike said that someone needs to find Will Toblin. Will Toblin's still riding again. We gave him a couple parts. I'm gonna be getting some stuff done. Like Will owns a shirt company.
Yeah.
He's been making the companies for Scapegoat. Like, or
Oh,
he's making
nice.
shirts for them. So I'll be getting all the Scapegoat stuff to sell here soon.
Nice.
And Will's back to riding, but he's kind of like did he say Vic Aliea?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
We
I
are
think
missing 20 grip. What?
what is that? What's that
Oh,
noise?
just somebody who's normally in the chat. Someone said we're missing 20 grip.
Oh, my train of thought. Vic Aliea, the last time I talked to him, he was just saying that it was unable for him to ride. But there's another New Jersey guy that rode for Scavenger. Son of a bitch. Why am I forgetting your name? It's on the tip of my tongue.
While you're thinking that, what's up, Death Cat?
Somebody help me out. Dude on Scavenger rode for Animal for a long time. Not Vic. Vic was on FBM.
Man, I don't know.
Son of a bitch. But he was saying he can't ride anymore because of being an adult and he can't risk getting hurt. I don't know. I guess since I'm older, I just like the idea of seeing guys I grew up with around the same time and seeing them pick up new sponsors makes me happy.
I think it's awesome. I really, really hope that it leads to Tom White, Vinny,
No.
Lino.
Tom White's done. Lino's still riding, but Lino doesn't want to get picked up by anything, I don't think.
I just really hope that it leads to someone.
Oh, yeah, right there, Vinny. Thank you.
I said Vinny. You must not heard me. 20 grip is in here now. What's up, dog? I just really hope it leads to someone who is never in on a team or pro or anything like that to getting picked up. I think it'd be awesome.
Yo, what's up, Kurt?
To be fair, all those teams Biz was on shut down because Lou Caparelli was TM. That's kind of funny. What's up, Weston?
About him.
God, that's funny.
I'm not sure, but I think Charlie might end up being like S&M's TM. I think he is, or he's going to be.
Nice.
And that makes things way better because it gets rid of the whole, like I said before, I just think TMs are too fucking old nowadays. And their ideas of what they think BMX is, it's not relatable to a 16-year-old anymore. And obviously Charlie's like 34, but that's way better than a 48-year-old dude being a TM. My whole idea of, like, I'm too old to know what a 16-year-old likes. You're too old to know what a 16-year-old likes. Like, right now, we don't even know what, like, the trend is. Like, try to think about what trends are with kids. Like, it's hard because you're not listening to BTS, Korean pop fucking music. And that's what those kids are listening to now. You know what I mean? And, like, kids are running small, super small bars with grips all the way to the bend now, and they're doing X-up rides. And it's like, what? Do I make a bar that's 7 1/4 by 8.5? Like, what do you do to, like, accommodate that?
The bars just got to go like this throughout the BMX history.
They're going to just drop super low and we go back to this. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I don't know. They're going on about how that Lou Caparelli was the TM of the companies that Biz rode for that went under. And someone brought up Huffy, and they said he was the TM of Huffy. And I love the IJS in all caps. I'm just saying. I think that's funny.
So lazy with their abbreviations nowadays.
I just think it's hilarious. Imagining someone saying these things and then finishing it with, I'm just saying. But you're right. It's awesome. I hope that it leads to more good things in the BMX world, more opportunities for more older dudes. I hope that, wouldn't it be rad if there was a whole entire company of older dudes?
Well, there is square one.
So that's still, I mean, that's not parts or anything.
No, I know, but I mean, it's still they're making shirts and stuff. I'm trying to think of a team that's super old. I mean, S&M is a pretty old fucking team, except for that new little young kid that lives in Portland. That little chubby little young kid.
I'm not sure.
He's like 15 or 16.
Gotcha. Oh,
But
you're talking about Ripe Life on
yeah,
Instagram. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
but I mean, there's the rest of the team is pretty old. Like
Yeah.
Mike, Hoder, Fat Mike is
Charlie,
like
Craig
36.
Passero.
Corey Anastasio, 42 or 40, 41.
I did not know Corey rode for S&M.
I think they're just helping him out or give him stuff.
Either way, like the fact that their team is older and now they're picking up another older rider, maybe he's like consciously doing that, which would be awesome.
Yeah, I just
What?
think S&M's doing it. S&M's doing it right. If Charlie is 100% the TM, that makes me happier because I like we talked about 2 sessions ago in live when I was talking about just I think like don't get rid of older riders. Just we can't have an older establishment trying to appeal to kids.
Yeah.
Because I sit around and I try to think of new parts that kids want, and honestly, whatever I think sucks ass is the best thing.
That's funny.
And it's hard. Like I have to like watch myself. Like I don't care for now BMX, but if I think about it, watching Edwin De La Rosa and Rat Boy ride, they were doing the same thing. It just wasn't. It wasn't like a freshly nice. Like everything's in HD now. We used to be in VHS. Like it just sucked. We were just starting to get good and smooth in that, and now it's to the point where it's just a nice platinum polished turd. Like everything is so perfect. Kids are so goddamn nice. Like a 180, a bunny hop 180 tail whip to backlash is normal now.
I don't know about that.
You seen kids play games of bike?
No, but I don't know about
watch
that.
it in a game of bike. I'm seeing kids, just regular ass kids doing, and they're most of them are from Mexico and shit. But there must be something in that water.
Well, we know there's something in Mexican water. That's why I tell you not to drink it. What do we got going on in the chat tonight? It's calm right now, unless it froze. Did it freeze? Okay, here's what I want to know. I want to ask a question to everybody. What older rider do you think should get picked up next who isn't currently sponsored? Who's riding? Not just somebody you wish could be.
Well, they're saying that. I have 2 people I'll pick right now
that
I know I could get sponsored.
Who?
No, not me. You tell me somebody that you're the one that asked the question. Who do you think?
Okay, so I got to give the stipulations. It's got to be someone who currently rides and is like, who like is eligible, you could say. Like someone who actually rides and still sends it and stuff, not just somebody who goes to the skate park and hangs out. That's the big one. And then also isn't currently like hooked up majorly. So I mean, the obvious one to say is Rat Boy right now because you see when they post stuff of him on that Skunk Bros Instagram that he is killing it. He's absolutely killing it. That's a very obvious one to me. There's probably about 30 dudes in every single New England state that ride trails at a level that as on the par or above any BMX rider who's established, sponsored, pro.
Someone just said Muffin Man. That makes me happy.
My chat must be frozen. I've had nothing.
Riser? Oh my god, that's a good one too.
I've had nothing since someone said Charlie is this TM. Yeah, my chat froze for so long. No way.
I like how
Ryan
Kurt,
Mills is already hooked up. In my opinion, Ryan Mills is awesome and everything, but he's already so well promoted right now that it's like, it's crazy how mainstream you could say he is. Trevor needs factory team. Trevor is only 25 or 26. He does not count. He's not old enough. Andrew Reiser. That dude is a good name. You know who that is?
yeah, of course.
That guy is sick. Ryan Howard is already. Ryan Mills gets nothing. He gets a lot of promotion from BMX Media.
Did he say Ryan Howard? Ryan Howard's already sponsored.
Yeah, Ryan Howard's already there.
He's on Alive, isn't he?
Something, I don't know.
Okay, well, the number one dude there's two dudes that are on my mind right now that need a sponsor, and they both ride. They just don't post a lot, but they do get posted. Number one is Kevin Porter.
He got posted today.
I know. Number one is Kevin Porter, and number two is an X Games winner with a fucking bar spin to one hand lander foof, the fucking man, Bruce Chrisman. Now, if anyone was smart, pick that motherfucker up. That is a person to pick up.
He's riding?
Yeah.
I don't know these things.
He just took down his social media because he just said, like, I'm not sponsored right now, so I have no reason to put myself out there.
Gotcha. Kevin Porter's still getting flow from Fly. I'll verify that tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yeah. Is Tobias Wiki still riding? That's a good one to wonder about.
I think Tobias is...
Bruce rides for 2 Hip. That's messed up.
Oh, well, he was doing sales for 2 Hip, but I don't think he's doing anything for Ron, because I don't think Ron's doing anything for 2 Hip.
I was going to say, is 2 Hip even exist right now?
No, it exists. He just hasn't done a run of frames or done anything. And it's the same thing as Dirt Brothers. Dirt Brothers still exists,
way.
but
There's no... Oh my God, they have a website? Their website is straight out of the past. The last thing that they have posted... Okay, let's see. Oh my God, I need to bring this over here. People need to see this. This is awesome. 2 Hip's website is straight out of 2006 or 2010, whenever. Team, what's the team say?
Huh?
Bruce Chrisman on pro. Jake Ortiz on pro. Parker Heath. Parker Heath? What? Young Parker Heath.
That's how old that is.
Jimmy Oaks. What the heck? Their blog, the last post in their blog was 2014. But the website is still live. I'm literally in a time machine.
That's good.
No, Seth Kimbrough is the most underrated dude that is currently hooked up by anyone. Anytime he Whoa. This is awesome. Anytime he posts something on Instagram, it is like gnarly.
It's funny. I remember when you couldn't say Seth Kimbrough unless you said Corey Martinez. Like, yeah. I miss like when people came out and they were like team, like they were like, when you said Dave Mirra, you
dynamic duos. Yeah.
When you said Sean Arata, you thought of Leonardo or whatever his name is Oliver, Leonard Olive or Olive. Like, there was always like another guy. When you mentioned this guy, you always thought of that guy.
Kurt, you're going to have to drop your 2 Hip knowledge. You shouldn't have mentioned it.
What did he say?
He said, oh, I could drop some dope 2 Hip news right now, but I swore to secrecy. Bro, you can't just not. What's up, Jared? How you going to do that? You better message me about it later. And then when I make a video about it, I'm going to tell everyone you told me.
And then the other thing is, too, is like you would like to see some more mainstream of like Stephen Hamilton, but Stephen,
he's still super active.
No, I know that, but he's old enough and it's still in the same bracket. And
for sure.
Like I had that prototype seat post made for him, a laid back one, and I sent him a laid back seat post. And then Federal saw that and was like, oh, we're going to make laid back seat posts just because of that. You know what I mean? And it's just like they're like, oh, we're gonna bring back his frame, but they're not really doing anything. They're just bringing back something, giving him some shine. And I wish they did more than just being like, oh, we're gonna do this. And it's just like, hey, we'll advertise you and promote you and give you a little bit of royalties, but we're really not gonna do much. And that kind of sucks.
Well, he's also one that really like deserves anything that would happen because he's putting in work and still going out finding spots and riding and skating every day probably and
I
posting about it.
Yo, Kurt just said the most gang banging name ever. Brian Terada, even in his prime, didn't get enough shine. Every fucking team Brian Terada was on was so goddamn stacked. It was impossible for him to be the main guy on there. Because it was just like every team, like Etnies, the Etnies team was just so ridiculously good that his video part didn't even get the love that it should have got. He did that fucking bar spin to wall peg ice, or what was that like? It was bar spin to peg ice pick stall on a flat wall to bar out of that. Remember
That's
how people
sick.
did, like that smack and then come back out of it? God, he was so goddamn. Kurt, that was the best pick you've ever done.
I just he did a bar into an ice on a wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts, man. That trick's kind of hard.
What do you mean, kinda? And he barred out of it. He
I
did
could get the
bar
bar
into
out. The
bar
bar
out.
out, I can totally make sense in my head. Being someone who can actually do that trick, like barring out of it makes total sense. What was the setup?
And good one too.
What was the setup? Was it a big quarter?
It was a 6 foot quarter to a big ass wall ride that was like 10 feet.
Huh.
It's just when you have big ass balls, bro. That's what you do.
You gotta have some sharp pegs too.
Jason ends. That's another one.
It was a bar ice on Skate Ventura's wall that had the small coping. Oh, it had coping on the wall.
Did it have coping on the wall?
Apparently.
I just watched that the other day. I didn't see
What
coping.
video was it in?
It's in the Law Revolution. It's the last trick. So put 411 Law Revolution, and it's the very last trick.
What? What's 411? Do I gotta type it
What
different
do
than I
you?
did?
Did you just say what is 411? You're in BMX doing a BMX talk show right now, and you don't even know what 411 is. 411 had 5 issues, and they were sold in Zoomies, and Robbie Morales and everyone used to like talk and do everything on them, and then they fell apart because it's BMX. You know what 411 is for productions for skateboarding, right?
It just popped
They did
up.
it for BMX.
Dude, I don't know anything. La Revolution contest? What am I looking for?
Yes, that's it. Law Revolution contest.
New York?
No, Ventura.
Okay. Ventura.
Where are you at right now?
I'm on YouTube.
God damn it.
I see Toronto.
It's not going to be in there. It's going to be on.
Is it on the BMX movie database?
Yes.
I got that. I can find that.
And then all you got to do is put Brian Terada up.
Well, then I can definitely find it.
So go in people search and then put Brian Terada, and then it'll be like a gray screen. It'll be a gray screen. And then it'll say whatever it was. Ooh, John Heaton's a good one too. Fucking A's, Jason. That was a good pick.
People. T. Oh, no. His is under B. Bart Simpson. Why is Bart Simpson under B on the...
Because of probably the advertisement for the Simpson bike for Colt.
Interesting.
Bart Simpson? Or actually, isn't there a rider?
It's not on here.
What?
There's nothing else on here from it.
Yes, there is. Watch.
Robbie needs to put out a signature frame for himself. That's a good idea. At knees forward, it's 4 space 1 space 1. Okay. So 4 space 1 lot revolution BMX. Toronto, New York. What in the world? Etnies Forward, Brian Tirada. Okay, when is it in Etnies Forward? I'll just find that. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Man, I can't freaking type.
Dude, it took me 2 seconds to find it. You fucking suck. You're supposed to be the kid that's from this time. How did I find it in 1 second?
Where'd you find it at?
Because I'm a BMXer. I don't know what the hell you are.
Where did you find it?
Under Brian Tirada. Ready? Boom! Boom! Ah! Damn, this kid's good, dude. Let's sponsor him.
What'd you just show?
I just showed him doing the trick. Hold on. That was a 720.
That's on Vimeo. Okay. 411 issue 4. So if I type that in.
And it's close enough that it won't be on the... Yeah, it's not on the coping. Whoever said it was on the coping can suck my dick. Did you find it?
I'm looking. Contest La Revolution. It's because he spelled Brian Tirada with 2 R's in this. I was spelling it with 1.
He said Hollywood Ricky's getting heated.
Okay. I will play it. I don't care. I'm not scared. Same trick at knees forward. Okay, whatever. It's the last one. Last clip.
That's because back in the day, everyone would be filming something. You know, there was more than just one place called BMX.
Right.
That just posted and put it up.
I don't know. I need to see the picture of that. I don't know if you could call that a bar wall slap or a bar ice. It's looking awful wall slappy to me. Just saying. What?
You need glasses.
What do you guys think? I just had it on the screen. I've done that trick. You're more straight up and down when you're in an ice pick than that. There was a 2x4 on it, I thought. It doesn't look like it.
There's nothing on there. It's a slap. You can hear the peg slap. Go to the wall slap ice, OG said.
Peg made contact with the wall. There you go, because that's kind of how that trick works anyways.
It's just disgusting how good he did it.
No, it's really good. That's super, super, super hard. When you're coming off of those, all that's happening is you're falling down the wall as you pull off of it. Like, it's bad.
Taj did him fucking good. Like, Taj, when he first did the double peg slap one, I think it was in, like, the Worlds or, like, Germany or some contest overseas.
Yeah.
It was insane.
I like doing those. Those are fun. I tried 2 of them today and failed in 2 different spots and failed both.
Yeah, it's not an easy trick.
I gotta switch my pegs around. Your pegs literally have to be like fresh for it to work, or sharp. Stephen Woodward, yes, Stephen Woodward, but he's getting hooked up with Medieval, which, I mean, it's a small company, but still. Yo, somebody entered the frame raffle just now. Give him a shout out. Chris Capasso?
Hell yeah. Little shout out to The Secret for my new underarm deodorant. Organic. Oh my god, look at this. This shit lasts me a year too.
What? Really?
Yeah. It's not bad at all. It doesn't stink. Doesn't I don't have like that girly smell under my arms. It's good.
Jeff Mead, I gotta ask you a question. Did you try the wall slap? I'm gonna show a picture. Let me find myself. I know it should be. Yeah, it's on the.
Your shit wasn't so far back. Like we're so far back from what reality is to where they're at. Like the group chat, all 30. Wow, we had 34 in here at one time.
Yeah, we did.
Yep. You know, it's funny. Kurt keeps saying names, and I help all those people out.
That's awesome.
Kurt's like, yeah, JP Ross, already got him. And then what's his name says, White Mike says, yo, you guys help. Somebody needs to help out Troy McMurray. Already got him. 2 years, been helping him out.
That's funny. Right here, Jeff. Is this the one that you tried it on?
I wish you were so far back. How come, like, man, they really, really, really don't want us to do anything bad, huh?
I don't know. Maybe. It's
Andy
gonna be a
Garcia's
while.
stuck on the same team where everyone is stuck. We don't even have to get that conversation, Kurt.
Not Andy Garcia. Andy Garcia is hooked up, okay?
No, he wants me to hook up more. That's what.
Oh.
And
Oh.
I have tried. I did. It wasn't. I didn't try. I did try.
Well, you can only do so much. He said, yeah, actually. That's funny. I can't even
But
tell you. The picture that I had on screen was the wall ice that Victoria took a picture of. That was like the biggest struggle of a picture that we ever had in life because of how hard it is to get a picture of that trick. She's back there losing her mind. That picture brought tears and sweat and pain. Yeah, it was rough. Oh, okay. How do you pronounce that for real? Seamus McKeon is how, what's his face? Crandall pronounces it. Is it Seamus? That dude is incredible.
I already give Jeff Mead parts.
I heard that means he is sponsored. If you gave him a part.
I ask him every single time we talk, do you need anything for your bike?
Get Jeff a check. Jeff,
What makes me laugh? So Kurt just said Andy Garcia is the future. If you watch how BMX media works, the guys that they choose that are supposed to be the future, sometimes I laugh. Like they'll overly post someone and then like this guy's going to be the next big thing. Like who is that kid that was on 180 BMX and they wouldn't stop posting him every 7 seconds?
I don't know.
Begins with a G. He's from like Mexico, but he does all kinds of weird 360 nose wheelie, bunny hop 360 nose wheelie stuff.
I'm not sure.
But it's crazy to me how like certain places or certain like BMX media will just choose like what rider they think is going to be like the best, and it sucks when that guy doesn't actually fully make it.
Well, the one that I really think about right now, it wasn't that he didn't make it. He just kind of, Gasper Gwendolyn. Is that who you're talking about? Either way,
Yeah.
what am I trying to say? The one that like it wasn't BMX's fault that he didn't make it or anything. It seemed like he just quit riding or something. Was that Matt G, Dark Chocolate or whatever on Instagram, who was doing like the most satisfying things to watch ever? And then it seemed like he just kind of fell out, like he got onto kink.
A lot of times what happens is kids just, when you're naturally gifted and talented, there's like 3 things that can happen. 1, you don't give a fuck because it comes too easy. 2, you're an introvert like Jay Dalton.
Yeah.
3, you're super cocky and fucking asshole. But usually what happens is you're just so good, you don't care. And the guys that care are the guys that have to work to get there. Like I've never I can remember learning nothings. Like I haven't done nothings in years, but like my process was like, oh, 1 footer, okay, no footer, okay, no footer, one hander,
Yeah.
okay, no footer, one hander, one finger, okay, no hander, you know what I mean? And I would just like my process has never been like, oh, nothing.
Yeah.
You know, when a guy can come out and just lay down the dong, it's upsetting, but that's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah. Um, what were we talking about? Preston on Colt is good, but Chase Hawk is still riding. Some people just don't want to keep riding. Oh, I was gonna say I know a kid who is so freaking good. He was probably like 15. He was doing 3 whips, 720s, tuck to bars or bar to tuck, one of the two, and just really, really, really good. And it was like he was flaring too, and it was like it was too easy for him. So he quit riding BMX and started skateboarding, and it seems like he likes it so much more, even though he's like progressing at it way slower than he did with BMX. And it's kind of cool to see, but
That
it's
was the
just
process.
interesting.
That was my process. I had that. I don't know if you've ever had a crossroads where you were like, "Am I going to BMX or am I going to do something else?"
No, I
And
had a
when
skateboard for a minute just to like mess around with it in the basement during the winter, but that was it.
I was 12, it was, "Am I going to BMX or am I going to skateboard?" But within 1 month, I was already board sliding 6 stair handrails.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh shit, this is easy." So and then BMX was just so much harder for me. I'm curious like where I would be, but I'm so shit-footed I'd probably get picked on as a skateboarder. So I'm kind of glad that I went with BMX.
Yeah, I don't know. I never even had thoughts about being a skateboarder ever.
Holy shit, we got 36 people in here. That's fucking awesome.
Sup, dogs. So do we want to start an even bigger controversial conversation? Who got screwed over the worst in BMX?
Bike shops.
Oh, dun dun dun. Kurt Rowell said Brant was going to start his emo band, but on the way to the guitar store, he stopped at that skate park and learned ice picks. You know what's funny about that is that the the Larry's Music Center and the skate or the bike shop where I got my first bike are probably they were within 100 yards of each other.
I did push Mongo. That's what's
I did too. I mean, whenever I would skate, like people would ride my bike. I skateboard and BMX. There's a lot of people who are really good at both.
oh, that's crazy. Yo,
Devin
what's up,
Smiley,
Kiss?
sup dog?
Oh, so nobody even like we only got a couple people to throw something out there, but what old school pro or somebody that's over 35 that you think should get sponsored now?
Who actually
Get
still
another chance.
rides, not just someone who gets it based on their name.
Yeah. You can't be like, oh, Davy Watson, because Davy Watson isn't riding anymore.
Yeah, it's got to be somebody who's still out there steadily. Like maybe they're not like putting stuff out. Do you want the truth? We all got screwed by the BMX media. No, you don't mean the people who profit off of sharing other people's clips, do you? What? That's all of them.
Stazio's getting hooked up by S&M.
Huh?
Somebody said
Oh,
Nastasio.
Nastasio. Davey ain't over 35 either.
Davey ain't 35 yet?
I don't know.
Weird. Is Hoder 35 yet?
Jody Donnelly.
Ooh, that's a good one. I haven't heard his
Blyther.
time.
Is Blyther riding?
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't really know much about him other than the podcast stuff. KP's been there. Brant, you've been around Catfish too much. No, I just saw him post that in an Instagram story and repeated it just now.
Josh Harrington. Ooh, that's a
Does he ride?
A little bit. Van Homen's still on fit.
Yeah,
Van
Van
Homen.
Homen's Darren Reed.
Ooh, wow. I like that's a good one. Yo, is
Nate
Derek
Wessel.
even? I don't think Nate Wessel can put a hammer down.
Yeah, Nate's busy building the best skate parks in the world. Um, he was at Ray's a couple of years ago, but other than that, I don't. I mean, he probably just doesn't post riding and stuff.
Ooh, Wade. Wade was good. Holy shit. I forgot about it. Wade had the most pump ever. If you ever watched him, he always went like, even when he was just pedaling, he was like, his flares are fucking wild.
I don't know if Edwin's riding right now.
He's riding.
Oh, okay. That's tight. Morgan does. Morgan Wade is legitimately in X Games. Like, I don't. He's.
John Hoffman.
Yeah. I don't know how much Hoffman is doing for him, but still. I'm trying to think.
I wish Dave Frymuth would ride. I can't, like, whenever I talk to him, he's just like, he doesn't want to ride. Dave Osato's over it. Jay Miron.
Someone said Ryan Biz Jordan. They must not have gotten the news. Oh no, they said he just dropped his S&M welcome today. Day Smith, Derek Gerard.
Ooh, there's a good one. The Ape. But that's awesome. Somebody said a Flatlander. Like Paulo Sica would be fucking. Oh my God, John Engelbert would be rad if someone. Ooh, Butcher.
Kim Grosser.
Yo, Butcher's still riding.
Yeah.
Or is Hoffman making his bike again? I don't know if he's on Hoffman still.
I have no idea. Dave Frymuth is riding the nostalgia train.
That was the only thing that was upsetting is Frymuth only did one trick when he went overseas. Like he
Yeah.
was so busy hanging out with that fucking chick that he didn't want to do anything.
Dude, what I thought was sick was when Ryan Scher did that crank flip to Abubakar on the sub in the bowl.
That's his like favorite trick.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. That's gnarly. I don't care who you are.
Bruce Chrisman, bar spin, one hand lander, end of story.
If he did that at that same time, yeah, that'd be awesome. But he wasn't there and he didn't do it.
Okay, well, either way, I'm just upset that Dave Frymuth didn't do shit and he just hung out with his girlfriend or whoever that chick was all day long.
Well, there you go.
See that? Even at an older age, girls are still ruining
BMX. They should make BMX cards like baseball cards naming the riders. They really should. That'd be awesome.
They've already done that.
Yeah, but like current.
Who would do it?
I don't know.
It'd have to be something that wants to profit off it, so we'd have to ask BMX.
Well, it'd have to be like a... I don't think anyone would do it. A card company. I think it'd have to be like somebody making them themselves and cutting them out and stuff. Which is totally doable for the people who have those skills. Jeff said, yeah, I love the guy, but I agree with Ricky.
Who's that?
Talking about Frymouth. That's funny.
Yeah.
Kurt Schmid. I don't think he's riding. Kurt, you just come straight at me with the negativity out of nowhere. I'm just enjoying my day, and then I get a message, and I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Kurt, you're one of those guys that somebody will get a paper cut, and you'll purposely walk by them, throw salt on them, or pour juice on them, just to add more to that wound. Like, you know that, like, I borderline salt talk all the time. I borderline play. Like, I'm trying to play to the youth. I grew this mustache for fucking Eddie. I was hoping Eddie would come on here, and I grew this dirty, crusty little thing for him real quick. Look at this. I'm trying to pick in with the youth. Hold on. Let me get my bean dog real quick.
Oh, here we go. Chester Blacksmith. I don't know if he's riding. Yo, BMX Pete is actually someone who's really, really good. Yo, somebody else just entered the raffle. Dennis. Thanks, dude, if you're in here.
Dude, look at this. Dude, fucking Eddie taught us well, bro.
Oh, you're right. I need to put mine on correct.
Yeah, I'm not. Hold on, let me put it on right. I think I'm doing it right. Right? They have a little bit of ear in there, or no? Do they do it like Like I should get a cigarette and put a cigarette in there? Or?
I don't know. Is that what
Yeah.
the kids do?
Yeah. Ooh, Scotch Ditchburn is fucking dope.
Does that dude even ride?
I like Randall Morrison because I don't know if he came in here late or he just keeps saying names, but everybody he says we've already talked about, but it's so fucking dope.
You're
Like
not wrong.
he has just been hitting with bangers.
Shout out Park Tool. True that. Shout out to Park Tool. We need some more names. There's more. He's filming in New York right now. Who? Oh, you're talking about Eddie. Yeah. Buzz is my undercover name, haha, of my favorite astronaut, Rob Wise. Is Rob Wise riding? He's hooked up by GT, isn't he?
Yeah. No, isn't he on Verde?
God, is Verde even a company anymore?
Yes. Scott Towns is the TM for it.
Well,
ooh, Scott Man. Ooh,
literally, okay, here's what I don't like.
What the fuck is this Randall? Dude, Randall, you are the man. Randall is better than Kurt right now. Kurt normally has every gangbanging thing I could think for
Kurt's
names. Kurt's too busy trying to dog on us, man. Kurt's got so much knowledge. I want the Kurt that loves BMX.
Seriously, not the one that's just mad because we're not saying the right things for him. I'm tired of that, Kurt. Come back. Okay, so here's what I want to. I want to give some advice to Verde.
Hong Tran, Garrett Reeves. Ooh.
Alan Cook.
Oh, Alan Cook.
Alistair Witten. Okay, I want to know right now, how many attempts would it take for Mike Spinner to pull a double whip right now?
He could probably do a bunny hop.
I don't know. Maybe.
Ooh, Alistair Witten, man.
Brian Wismerski. I heard that he had back problems. Verde followed me on IG. What I want to say about Verde is that they need to take the problem is that their team link on their website, I'm going to move this down here. Their links up here, bikes, a whole bunch of other stuff about bikes, frames and parts, and then a profile thing, like for your profile. You know how you find their team page? You scroll all the way to the bottom, past everything, past all their products, and then there's a tiny little button right here that says team, and that takes you to their team page. Which
Corey Bowen,
dude's not on it.
Who isn't?
Whoever you said might be riding for Verde.
I already forgot her.
I forgot too. Oh yeah, he's not on there. GT BMX. I think he's hooked up by GT, or at least he was.
Everyone's GT.
Dude, it's sick, isn't it? BMX Freestyle. Yep, Rob Wise is on the list for BMX Freestyle. He has his own page. How sick.
Jimmy Levan needs a sponsor. That would be a guy that somebody just needs to help out.
I feel like it'd be pretty easy for him to do it if he just rode. Stranger doesn't have a team page at all. I have no clue who's on the team. That's funny.
I think isn't Primo and Stranger's whole like website's been down for 4 months.
Really?
Yeah, they've just. I don't know if I know for ordering parts and stuff. I know they've had hard things have been hard. Oh my God, Dave Thompson.
Wow, they don't have a team page. What the hell?
Nope.
That shows how much they care about promoting the riders that are supposed to make them money.
You know what's funny? Is 10 minutes away from me is Eddie is in New York. Not one phone call, not one text. Been like, yo, let's ride.
Hit him up.
That's how players are.
Jimmy Levan rides all the time. See, a lot of these Big Daddy is definitely Instagram's the team page. Get out of here. You freaking stranger shill. That is BS.
Who said that?
Kurt.
Yeah, but Kurt's right though. That's what's so fucked up.
It might be what the case, but that is not how it should be. How you gonna have people promoting you and not even give them a spot on a website? I literally, Ricky, you go to parktool.com right now. You know what you can find?
You.
Yes. You click on menu. Under their menu, you click on sponsorship, and there's literally a picture of me on there
Now
that links to my Instagram page.
Hold on. Now, in that picture, is Victoria there somewhere?
No, but she took it.
Ah, she just laughed.
She took it though.
Of course she did. See, you're doing the right thing. That's the dope thing. Like,
What do you mean?
your girl's letting you ride. Dave Frymuth did one fucking trick and didn't ride because of that chick.
Ricky.
And Kurt can get mad at me, but I'm pissed. Dude,
Ricky.
Dave Frymuth is number 3 on my list of all-time best riders. And he had a chance to ride, and he didn't do one fucking trick. He was too busy hanging out with a chick.
I want to expand on this because you just said she lets me ride. I foofanooed a subrail today because she made me.
Yes! Yo, right now, I don't care what you say. Open that screen and let us just see her.
I don't think
Let's
she'd
see
be
who
down
really
with that.
runs it. I'm joking. Don't do it. She'll get mad at us.
She said, I will murder everyone. That is funny. No, dude, today we did.
No, we help out Big Daddy. Merritt helps out Big Daddy.
Yeah, but he's not publicized really. He needs to be more like out there, and because he's always posting really good stuff.
Ooh, there's a good one. White Mike just said, someone find John Jennings and Brad Gethard and Biggins. See, but White Mike lived here, so he lived in Jersey. He knows all about Jersey riders.
Oh, is that right? People are upset that BMX is a big of deal to all these old pros when they get older. Your nostalgia doesn't mean they need to ride all day, every day. This is not about that. We're talking about the people who still do ride a lot and deserve to be hooked up. This is a positive conversation.
Dude, I love Kurt. Kurt is the great... You know what? Fucking put Kurt on here. Call him. I bet you won't even answer. Fuck this. Kurt, we're calling you. You're coming on here. I don't care how... Oh, everybody give a thumbs up congratulating Kurt. Kurt just got married last weekend, and I'm being very positive and I'm being serious. Congratulations, Kurt. I fucking love you. Like, I might talk shit and do things, but Kurt got my start in BMX. Without Kurt, I wouldn't be where I am. So, I love Kurt. I don't give a fuck what he says. Is he coming on right now?
I don't know. I pushed the button.
Yeah. Let's see if that boat selling insurance...
He says he's unavailable. Aaron Ross for FBM. That's funny.
Ooh, Andrew Jackson. He's riding every day, but doesn't he have bad knees?
I don't know. All I think of with Andrew Jackson is a president. Casey Badger. Everyone says congrats, Kurt. Congrats, Kurt. You can see whenever you said it because it's popping up right now.
Hell yeah.
Interesting. CK Badger? Does he mean KC?
Yeah.
Who else is there? Is there anyone else? Does anyone else? Oh, he did join.
Shit, the beard is here.
I'm eating chili. Leave me alone.
Oh, okay.
But, all right, what do I got to do here?
You can turn to just the audio if you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, Kurt. You run the world. Yo, Tony.
You turned off the audio.
I got it. Sorry.
He's got it now. That's hilarious.
I'm almost 40. I'm not tech savvy.
You got it. You figured it out.
All right. Sorry, everyone has to listen to me eat.
No, dude.
I literally screamed at both of you for that.
I don't eat on here. What are you talking about?
I do all the time. I don't give
Ricky's
a
the
shit.
man for eating on here.
Let's talk real quick about Ricky's weird thing where he won't eat all of a French fry if his hands have touched it. He'll only eat down to where his fingers are and then won't eat the rest of it.
Why?
Yo, you know how many people have not brought any money on BMX trips and just ate the stuff I touched? Because I'm a germaphobe. I don't eat anything I touch.
Well, how do you eat a burger? Do you not?
I just eat whatever I get to. I don't eat that part I touch.
Oh, interesting.
He's a nut job.
Hey, whatever floats his boat.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to grill me about?
What kind of chili are you eating?
My wife made it for me. It's homemade in the Instant Pot, which if no one has an Instant Pot, it's the best investment you can make.
Hey, we're not
make
sponsored
food.
by Instant Pot here.
I'm just saying, like, if you're almost an adult or an adult, you need an Instant Pot. It's nice.
Is that like
Best
a
money.
crock pot?
Yeah, but it's quicker. It's instant.
It's instant.
Yo, Kurt, what was that
I've
company in Portland? That bike company that used to be there. Fuck.
What? The BMX one?
Yeah, BMX one. I already forgot the name.
Oh, Ebco?
Yeah, Ebco. You had one, didn't you?
Yeah, I had one. A coup d'etat.
Oh, dude.
They had cool sprockets with like a skip tooth for a while.
What's a skip tooth?
Like literally it skips every tooth.
Oh.
It's, like Schwinn's had them. I'm sure Jeff Mead is chiming in right now. Because he's a bike,
No,
I mean,
not right
he's a bike
now.
mechanic
Like
and
3
he knows
minutes
about
from
it.
now when he finally gets to hear it because of YouTube.
They're pretty cool.
YouTube's so far behind.
Those sprockets were really good. Jeremy was ahead of his time. That frame was good. Bruce Krisman won in X Games on one, I thought.
That's tight.
Was he on one?
If he wasn't...
I thought Diamondback... maybe Diamondback cheesed on him after it, right? Like right after.
No, it was Ebco Diamondback stickers on it.
Yeah,
because he had the red Ebco sprocket on his bike too. So
yes, you're right. Randall just said Bruce won X Games on an Ebco frame with Diamondback stickers. Okay, I haven't publicly just invited somebody from the chat onto this, but I want to talk to Randall on here sometime.
So do I.
This
Randall
dude is rad.
You know who? Yo, Kurt, every time I hear the word Randall, I think of Daniel Randall and that fucking thing he did at UTF. Remember when he was trying from the 6-foot quarter, the back handrail on the 10 to drop into the other 6-foot quarter for Blueprint?
Yeah.
Dude.
If no one in the chat has seen Blueprint, I think Blueprint, I mean, it's more nostalgic to probably me and Ricky because it's like semi-local, Northwest, and we know a lot of the people, but man, Blueprint was kind of ahead of his time, but almost like overshadowed by the other videos that came out then. Well, man, those dudes were Daniel Randall's so good.
Nowhere
Rich Hirsch,
fast.
best rider in the world.
Dude, forward, nowhere fast. Like the dopest animal video. Like there was like 3 of the gangbangingest videos came out when Blueprint came out. Mm-hmm. That's how crazy it was. And Blueprint was so good that Kurt was in there, and he was supposed to be at high school, and the cops showed up.
Randall, send me a message on Instagram. We're gonna get you on here with Ricky sometime. He said he'd be down.
Let's talk about what I was saying though, where I think sometimes we put all this emphasis on these people that used to be pro because we have nostalgic like memories with them or things like that, and it's like, man, like Dave Framleth was in Europe with his girlfriend. If I was in Europe with my wife, I probably wouldn't ride anyways.
But if you were there, he was there for the contest.
Did he not do the biggest trick of that contest?
No, he didn't do shit. He hung out with a chick all day long.
I would say none of us could do over ice 270, but I think Brant won a best trick with it.
Wait, where did he do the trick? What happened?
Didn't he over 270 that sub? Over 270 ice?
He 270 over iced it?
I don't know. I watched that video once. I thought that was the only trick Frymouth could do.
I don't remember. I'm going to look it up. Dave Frymouth. Battle of Hastings?
Didn't he do like the banger trick though?
No. The banger was Matt Berenger doing a fly out front flip. Matt Berenger rode more than he did.
I don't remember what year that was.
It was like last year, wasn't it? The last one they had.
Okay.
All he did was his girlfriend. He didn't do any fucking riding. It was the most upsetting thing ever.
Or wait, we need 2019.
I'm just saying, you get older, some people's priorities change.
Yes, but if you get flown out and you're picked and you're going there and you're supposed to ride.
Wait, so
he
was
did
this
ride? He did a trick.
Was this in a team video? What was this in?
I don't know. I'm banned from the RBMX YouTube, so I can't look at it.
Are you kidding me? For real?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, I'm like, what? That is hilarious. I'm just trying to figure out.
We have 39 people on here. If we hit 40, I'm going to grow a third leg.
He did a double nose pick with Brian K. I remember that.
If we hit 50 people, Ricky said option tires for everyone on the chat.
Yo. That's a lot of set of tires. Holy shit, that's 100 tires.
I could give out some of my garage. I just my meaning is hey, yeah, it was sick. And I think out of us three, I probably love old BMX even more than Ricky. I love that stuff. I literally watch Voices and Tomorrow We Work every other day on my phone when I'm taking a dump.
What are you doing?
Because it was better.
I'll be honest.
Man, right now, BMX is cooler than it's ever been.
I'll be totally honest. In my mindset, I'm with Kurt because I don't live in the past and I didn't grow up obsessing over BMX videos or anything like that. So I've always been in the mindset whenever I'm living it, BMX is the best for me.
Well, I gotta be honest with both you guys. I don't get any motivation from any type of riding right now. Nothing motivates me.
You gotta be self-motivated, man.
I truly feel sad for you.
No, I'm being very honest. It has to be... okay, the hardest part for me is because I work BMX, so I'm doing nothing but forcefully seeing BMX, where it's like kids telling me, oh, well, you fucking suck, check this out. I'm already coming in with a negative attitude. But say it's the weekend and I'm trying to get motivated, I literally go to 1992, Matt Hoffman head first. I literally...
You didn't even ride bikes then. That's before your time.
Oh, it's not. I started riding in 93.
Oh my god.
I just want to know where this clip of Dave Frymouth from last year at Battle of Hastings is. If somebody knows, please let me know.
They all got
Maybe we all made it up. Maybe we all made it up. Maybe Dave Frymouth isn't even real.
He's probably not. He's a robot made by the government.
But the thing is, too, I said 90%, but I can guarantee at least half of those names posted in there, you can go on Instagram and find a clip within the last, maybe not 2 weeks because it's winter, maybe the last month. I would almost put money on it.
Bad for life. You're so right.
Bad for life.
I did get motivated watching that new video because you only saw, you know what I mean? That new video, what was that new video called? Pull Up or Die?
Yeah.
Called Corey Walsh was the best biker.
Pull back or die.
He's defying gravity. But I mean, I just don't, I go on Instagram and I'm just depressed.
Yeah.
And
you got it. Oh, sorry.
No, okay. The one thing that did motivate me today was Kevin Porter doing the frame grab bar.
That was cool.
You gotta curate your own Instagram though to the stuff that motivates you. If there's just stop watching what I did, and I think it was a big change is I stopped because I love BMX so much. I followed everything. I still want to follow everything.
Yeah.
But I have to weed these things out and only watch the things that really tailor to my personal taste. I don't know what Brandon Lupos or whatever is doing. Because not to be rude, I don't care,
That's totally acceptable. That's not rude at all. He doesn't care what Ricky or I are doing, and there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah. and he's probably really sick.
Yeah,
But do I care?
Yeah.
Yo, Brett, stay on there. I'm gonna switch from this phone to my other phone. Hold
But
on.
do I care what Corey Burglar's doing? Hell yeah.
I care what camera.
I'm just-
Yeah, okay, we can't be having that. Oh, geez, how do I turn my face off? There we go. I just didn't want to have two angles of me on here. But you're totally right, Kurt. I think Ricky hung up so he can add himself into the. Yeah, Kurt. I'll call you right back. Or wait, I can
Okay.
add him. I can add him.
Technology, man.
I did it. There you go. You're here.
I just think and I think I've talked about this a lot with certain people that work at certain company that like there's enough stuff out there for everyone right now. Like you don't have a duty to watch all of it. You can watch what you like. Like you literally, if you want to watch dudes that have front brake and 4 pegs, there's enough of it out there. That's all you could see. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And if you want to watch California flat ledge dudes, there's a lot of that too. You know, I mean, you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
The only people that I really follow are people that I've met and know or psyched on. I don't really follow. There might be like 1 or 2, maybe 5 tops pros that I follow who I haven't met, and I'm following the people.
First name basis thing?
Yeah, like I know this person. I don't follow people really that I haven't met, unless it's somebody that I'm like super, super psyched on, which I can't even think of any of them that I follow that don't follow me back.
Yeah, and I think that can be said about life too, right? Like, if you overwhelm yourself with looking about the news about everything, you're going to go crazy.
Oh, for sure.
You know, you got to there's so much you got to curate your day-to-day, basically, you know? And I think that helped me a lot, with like getting over how much I thought BMX was lame when I started riding again after a break.
Yeah, but I mean, it's easier for you to say I'm fucking working BMX, so that's the hard part for me.
Yeah, but like you don't have a duty to watch all these kids' web videos and stuff.
I do.
Tell them to frig off.
I have to. If they send me a sponsor me tape, I gotta
do what everyone else does and say it sucked and don't watch it.
No, because I give them constructive criticism because I'm not a douchebag because I was exactly like them. I'm just saying the kids, when you tell them like, hey, look, maybe work on this, I'll see what I can do, blah, I'm trying to help them genuinely, and then they turn around and say, well, fuck you. Those are the kids that just unmotivate me from being
your first
and that
criticism
happens.
should be don't blindly send a video to a bike company.
I'm going to send Ricky a sponsor tape tomorrow.
Do it. But like, why would you want someone to hook you up that you don't have a bit of a relationship with?
Yeah,
or
exactly.
You're not already supporting, and that's probably another big issue.
Well, that's kids. That's not even like, if it's an adult doing that, then yes. But kids just don't care at all, and just like,
no, they don't.
They want to get hooked up for the sake of saying that they're hooked up.
Well, I mean,
and I'm not trying to be negative or anything. I guess it does suck that I do say like I'm not motivated from like watching kids ride, but it's hard for me. I don't know how to say this without it sounding like I'm a fucking bitter old man.
Well, think about it for a second.
Like, can I say one thing? I don't mean to keep like talking over both of you, but like maybe look at it as a different way of like, hey, at least there's enough kids still riding bikes that you have them sending these videos and they're trying to like, they're actually hyped enough on merit or whatever they're trying to send to fucking medieval or Western bike. I don't know, whatever you're repping this week. But like, at least they're like hyped enough that like they want to be a part of it, even if it is just for a free T-shirt or something. Like that should give you a little hope that BMX doesn't suck that much.
Well, you're making this like I think it just sucks, but I'm going to be very honest. Publicly, this is publicly, and most people don't say that. They're just like, "Oh yeah, I think BMX is cool," but like I have to be in the mood. Like I am so situational with everything. I'm not riding right now, so I'm not motivated. Now, if we were watching something and I was stoked as fuck, then I'm like, yo, dude, this kid stokes me out. I watched this. I'm very situational.
Yeah.
I'm like a chick with mood swings. That's how I feel about BMX.
That's funny.
It's easy to get real burnout and real salty or upset about it when you've been doing it for what both of us at least 25 years. Like it's
I'm at
real
28.
easy. Yeah, it's real easy to be. I mean, even at 5 years, it's easy to probably be over it because you've already seen multiple waves of it come and go. So I don't know.
Yeah. But the good thing is maybe there's some young kid that's watching this and they hear us talking and yeah, we could be negative or yeah, we could say something, but it's all BMX love at the end of the day. And we could be the nostalgic thing for them. Like the thing that a younger kid could be like, yo, remember 10 years ago when Brant Moore with his weird fucking emo hair and Montana Ricky with that fucking Elmo hair?
Ricky,
That shit was awesome.
they're not
Yo,
going to say,
It's Bert.
remember 10
Bert.
years ago. They're going to be like, yo, remember 10 years ago when he still had the same haircut he's got now?
I hope more than anything you get to work tomorrow and there's just so many emails from kids that are like, check out my video.
Yo,
And I
all
hope
37
I
people
hope
in
they're
here,
just the worst.
every
the
single
worst
person
videos.
in here, send your sponsor tape to Ricky tonight.
It don't
You
even
know
have
what-
to have bike riding in it. Just send
Yo,
videos to them.
You know what's so great is the kids that just send me a video of them like looking at their bike and talking to it, and then they do a 180. Those kids stoke me out more than the fucking kid that does a bunny hop double bar to man-eat a 180 bar and all that stuff. Because those guys are like genuinely like, because it's the monkey see, monkey do. They're like, all right, everyone's doing this, so I have to do exactly that, right? And obviously I know they're talented, but they don't have their own flow. They're not doing their own thing. They're like, oh, Dan Crook's doing hard spin out of every fucking thing he ever does. So I have to do hard spin out of everything. Jordan Goodwin's doing soft spins with nose wheelies. I have to do that. It's
Yeah.
like, you know,
But
like
that-
when I watch
but
kids.
That's how it
Go
goes, though. We did the
Info
same thing,
at
you know,
merrickbmx.com.
within reason. Within reason, we did the same thing, you know. Like, I mean, I'm 38 years old, and I still, like, I'll catch myself. Like, I literally looked at a Elf Sean Walters bike check today, and I was like, I need some of those bars, you know, like.
That's that part about that is like I've never experienced that in my life because I've never been that way ever about anyone.
Yeah, that's because you live in the middle of nowhere and ice pick fucking deer carcasses.
It's probably why you're better than both of us at riding bikes. Like,
Whatever.
It is what it is. Like, I mean, I don't know, whatever. I know I dog on Ricky a lot. I mean, he's like my very good friend. But, I mean, sometimes I just want to say, man, like, you have a job that all 40 people here would want to have. And it sucks, but every job sucks, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's so much. It's just, I love BMX so much that, like, this is my time to, like, it's kind of like therapy. It's like public therapy, and I'm, like, crying to all you guys. Because you guys, like, to be honest with you, with the 40 people, if there's 40, these guys are here all the fucking time. It's the same people. It's like if we could all just be in this video and all talk together, you know what I mean? We would all get passionate and heated about something. That's why, like, we'll say one thing, Kurt, and you're like, all these motherfuckers, I got to type this in now. Son of a bitch, Ricky, I know you don't say that. I know you're not thinking that. We talk all the time. But it's like I just feel a certain way sometimes, you know? And, like
We all
in
get
all
excited.
honesty, yeah, but in all honesty, Kurt, you know how hyper I am, man. I had a broken collarbone the very first time I ever met you, and I grabbed your bike and did a bar spin, and Josh caught me. And Josh is like, yo, are you riding? I was like, no, I'm not riding. But I had a broken fucking collarbone, and I couldn't help myself. And then Josh moved to Spokane, and then I moved to Spokane, and I did 250 handrails in 1 month because I'm a weirdo in the middle of the snow. Like, I owe a lot to you, Kurt, because you've always been like this stern, like, you come off as a dickhead, but you're like, you're a gentle giant.
We all care about bikes. That's all that matters. Let's talk. Like, what was the original topic of this one today?
We literally were just
excited
talking about
gray hair.
biz.
Gray hair.
I need to respond to a few people in the comments.
Go ahead.
Love Machine BMX. I met Ryan Torrance at Sarasota Skate Park when we were in Florida, and he is sick. Bad for Life, Brody Gwilliam. Everyone go watch Bush League 5 because it was sick, and he foofanooed a strap that was holding up a quarter pipe with farm machinery.
Ooh.
Yeah, that kid's pretty sick.
I actually forgot something I want to say since I'm on here, and it's actually kind of about what Brant and I got into a little text
Kurt and
argument
I
about.
fought. He unfollowed me and then unsubscribed from me.
You know, things happen. Things got heated. But I did actually make a list of things that I think are cool in BMX right now. And I'll give a little shout out. Things like, is it cerebral palsy rider?
That dude, yes.
And
yeah, that dude's everywhere.
Sage Shadowblade. And like people that like, I mean, I don't know. You see these people like for who they really are. It's not about like this, and I don't want to sound like I'm dissing them because I follow them and I like everything and I think it's awesome. Like with what we have now with all this media in here and like, or I just access to everything, you get to see people for more than just bike riding or a photo or a quick clip in a video. You know what I mean? You get to see like really like the stuff they go through daily.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the things they like, and I think things like that are, at least to me, I think it's amazing because those are people you normally say it was before, I don't want to say the internet, but like before it's the influx of all this, man, you wouldn't get to experience all of that. And things like that almost excite me more than watching dudes that probably get paid to ride a bike because like, man, that's true BMX.
Yeah.
Is those people that are out there. That's, I mean, the true, like I joke about it, but like the 35-year-old dude doing a Smith grind on an angle iron ledge in Brooklyn or wherever, you know, that's like BMX to me. That's like the true, like real shit. And I think, sorry, I didn't mean to curse, but like, I think that's the cool stuff right now is like, you can see all these other people that normally would not get a voice. And you see company owners interacting with them. You see like, you know, I mean, that's pretty freaking awesome. And again, I don't want to sound like I disrespect their writing or anything because it's sick.
It just like goes directly or follows up directly what you were talking about with being selective about what you're following online and stuff, and that you literally, BMX is so big and widespread and it exists in so many levels that you get to decide what you're going to what your experience of BMX is. And if you want your experience to be 35-year and older dudes who ride plus this dude who legitimately has cerebral palsy and rides BMX, you can do that. And you get to, and like there's people out there on the internet who are making videos like that of their lives and riding and just what they deal with, and it's real.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Oh, sorry, Ricky, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's great, Kurt. And like, you know, like people don't know you too well, Kurt, and like yours is a miracle too with your riding. Like it's fucking crazy that you ride at the level that you ride at.
I mean, yeah, it's just everyone has their own issue, right? Like everyone in here has their own issue. You know, mine is just like I had a messed up hip and I have a fake hip. You know, and like we all have our own thing. You know, some of it's mental, some of it's physical, some of it's economical.
I got the mental.
You know? Yeah, you know what I mean. And you know, but I mean, everyone has a story, right? And it's cool that you get to see that because that stuff should be motivating to people. Because I mean, all of it should be motivating, but that should be super motivating because, you know, it's, I don't know, it's just, I think it's sweet. And for someone that's always grumpy, I think it's cool. Sorry.
Well, Kurt, you're doing good, dude. You need to stop fucking texting and doing that and just talk more. You're so positive talking.
Yeah, you are. And it's once again just part of the whole being in charge of what you see on the internet thing. Like it's all part of that. And it's awesome. You literally like people could either be, if they're not into seeing the behind the scenes part of people's lives, they get to watch the people who make edits. And if they don't want to watch edits, they can watch whatever the heck they want because it all literally exists.
I'm unfollowing a fuckload of people tonight, boys. I'm cleaning out the Instagram and then gonna start following different people.
I'm
gonna try
gonna
to change
hold
my
you to that.
perspective, Kurt. I love you. I got some clips stacked. I'm gonna go be like Dave Frymuth right now.
805.
Oh my god.
Ricky is following 805 people right now. It better be 400 tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Well,
less than I
most of
thought he
them are-
would.
Well, most of them are shops. Like, I follow every shop I have. So I have over 500 shops. So I won't get rid of shops. And then it's shop people. But I don't follow too many pros. Like, I just, you know, a lot of it's World of Warcraft accounts because that's what's important. But, Kurt, I love you. Brant, I love you. The 40 people that are in the chat, I love all you guys. I'm going to go eat a steak. And let's do this again soon. Like maybe during a day or something, Brent.
Potentially. It would have to be a Monday.
All right,
Today's
sounds
Monday.
good. Love all you guys.
All right,
Good
we're
night
ending
from
it
me.
right now then. See ya. Eddie's just jumped in here as Ricky's hanging up.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Later.
See you,
Yeah,
Kurt.
well, tell him.
Later.
All right, everybody, that's the end for tonight. I just want to give another update on the raffle situation for anyone who might be here after the fact. I'm giving away a frame. Let's pull up the picture. Is this the picture? Where's the picture? I'm not giving away. What am I saying? I'm raffling off a frame. Right here is the details. So it's a Sunday Discovery frame in 20.75 or 21. Whoever wins gets to pick. $5 a ticket, unlimited entries, whatever you want to do. This is all going towards my medical bills. And if you want to buy a raffle ticket, the information is here. I have a video about it on my channel with all of this information in it. It's US, Hawaii, and Alaska only. I'm sorry to people international, but because of COVID, that's just the way it is. So that exists. It's all there. If you have more questions, message me on Instagram. If you do buy a ticket, message me on Instagram anyway so I can tell you what number you have. And we can chat if you want to. So thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to get out of here and we'll see you next time, aka tomorrow.